Ciao, I'm Cecilia Fabrizi. I work in Campari Group as Global Digital Marketing Intelligence Manager, and I've been working with WeArisma for about a year. Before using WeArisma, our influencer strategy and processes were handled locally within our markets and with our markets agency, which have undoubtedly done a great job in supporting our markets. But since we started working with WeArisma, we've really uplifted our strategic approach to influencers thanks to a strategic and coherent and consistent approach from a global level that was then streamlined to our local markets. So when we approached WeArisma, we were really trying to find more visibility in our performance. We were looking for was having a visibility approach, but also data within one same space that could solve our local and global needs. So I was already familiar with WeArisma, and we kicked off with a global scope. As I said, we were looking for a coherent approach to then support our markets. So we started globally, and now after a year or slightly more than a year, we finally have more than 7 markets on board. So big step up, a great achievement. So the main use cases that we leverage at Campari Group that we find really useful are campaign tracking and insights reporting. This to help us both at a global level and a local level in streamlining our results. Since using these 2 case studies and modules, we have really been able to upgrade our strategies and our day-to-day activities. What I'm looking forward to through is trends tracking. That's going to be a big part of our strategies for 2026 and 2027. And hopefully that's going to help us in understanding new opportunities and untapped markets. The usage of WeArisma differs from brand to brand. With our main brands, we use it really frequently on a daily basis, whereas for the rest of our lineup, we tend to activate WeArisma with big activities or initiatives that are relevant for the brand. So a good example of how we leverage WeArisma to measure our great events and big activities is Cannes Film Festival. WeArisma really supports us in tracking the performance in real time, as well as understanding and tracking the performance of our talents from an agreement standpoint. So making sure that everything is aligned with what we've agreed. Having real-time data is an incredible plus because it can help us, and it helped us this year and the year before actually that we were testing WeArisma in really twisting our social strategy based on what was working and what wasn't. For example, this year, thanks to WeArisma, we were able to measure an increase of 80% in content produced by our talents and more than 500% increase in engagements by these talents as well. So since we've adopted WeArisma, the enhanced visibility that we had thanks to the platform has really shifted the way that we approach influencer marketing as a channel. We feel more safe, but also more strategic in the decisions that we take, thanks to the visibility, as I said, but also thanks to the key metrics and key indicators such as LDA compliance that are available to us and make us take smarter and more strategic decisions when partnering with the right talents in the right communities and ensuring that our brand visibility and safety is ensured. So the impact that WeArisma had was really into the visibility of the performance of this talent and what it could bring into our core brand values. So having that as a steady element with our performance analysis has helped us allocate in a smarter way into influencer and talents partnerships. So the time saving was mainly coming from data collection. Having one place that stored our performance and the performance of our talents has really helped us in taking a role more from a strategic standpoint. So being present more on a high level standpoint rather than focusing our efforts on reporting and data collection that, as we know, is extremely time-consuming. So WeArisma has helped us in making more efficient works across a strategic standpoint. So the detailed reports that we received from WeArisma, they offer a very clear and holistic view of our performance, which is something that we really leverage. In terms of visibility within the competitors' space, having that is really helpful for us in making sure that we can be ahead of the curve when it comes to opportunities and trends, but also when it comes to taking more informed, relevant, and competitive decisions for our brands. So when it comes to learnings and recos, Coachella is another big one. We were really able to understand which platforms were working best, with which talent, with which typology of content. And in 2025, this visibility has helped us in refining our strategy. So the insights we received from WeArisma are actually received at a widespread level, from brand managers to local markets to support functions, to really help us refine our strategies across multiple teams and from global to local. Having WeArisma as a partner and working with them has been very positive. The team is extremely knowledgeable and engaged, and they really help us make informed decisions and have a very effective relationship with us.